Hi everyone, I am back in the kitchen today and we're still on pickling season here folks. Today I'm going to show you how to convert this little lot into a nice hot piccalilli, or as some people know it, mustard pickle. So stick around. First thing I've got to do is cut all these vegetables up into small pieces and salt them overnight to take some of the moisture out. So there you go folks, the first thing we're going to do is cut down the vegetables into small pieces. You can see the sort of size we're looking at there. There's some of the courgettes, the green beans. T just making a start on a pepper there, and I'm ploughing my way through the courgette, and there's all the rest of it to do. The size you cut these down to very much depends how you like your piccalilli. I'm doing these quite fine because I like it on a sandwich, so obviously you don't want big chunks. If you do like it on a plate, then obviously you leave the bits a bit bigger when you make it. So we're going to crack on with this and we'll come back and show you the next stage shortly. Okay, now I've chopped all my veg folks. I'm now going to layer it. So I'll put some in the bucket like that. A little bit of salt on.
Help you.
Like that. Yep, like that. Then my assistant will put some more in. And put a bit more salt.
And we keep doing this until all the vegetables are done.
That's right. Okay. There you go, that's all done. We're going to cover that with a tea towel now and leave that overnight, and what that's doing is drawing some of the moisture out so your vegetables are nice and crunchy in the piccalilli. So we'll come back tomorrow and carry on with the recipe. Hey everyone, so my vegetables have now been in the bucket overnight. There they are, look, and now I've got to rinse them off thoroughly and then drain them and get them dry. So get the tap running. I shall give them a good rinsing off, and then drain them and dry them. So there you go folks, that's the veggies now. They've been left to drying for quite a while now, so there is all the water is drained out of there into the bottom of my bucket. He says, trying to lift the colander up. There you go, it's all thoroughly drained there. Okay, so now on to the interesting bit. So this is where I'm going to put most of the pint of vinegar into there, and then I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of turmeric, 4 teaspoons of dried mustard, good old Coleman's, 4 teaspoons of ground ginger, and 3 ounces of box standard granulated white sugar. It's all going to go into there, and we're going to bring that to the boil, stirring occasionally. Okay, so now that's come to the boil, I'm now going to add the vegetables and then simmer that for about 3 minutes, but you've got to make sure the vegetables still stay crisp. So we're going to whack them in the pan. Now you see I've done these vegetables quite fine. You can do them up to sort of 1/2 inch sort of chunks if you like chunky piccalilli, but I like it sort of quite thin, so it goes in a sandwich nice. Okay, so while those veggies are just coming up to the boil, I'm going to get my cornflour there into a bowl and blend that in with the remainder of the vinegar, like so. And now I'm going to Pour in the remainder of the vinegar with that we've blended in with the cauliflower, and we're going to bring that back up to the boil and boil that for 2 to 3 minutes so it starts to thicken up. Okay folks, that's now been boiling away for about 3 minutes, so that is pretty much done. So what I'm going to do now is sterilise some jars with boiling water, and then I'm going to fill my jars up with a leaky spoon with the Piccalilli mix. We do it with a leaky spoon and then top the jars up with the actual sauce afterwards. So just sterilising the jars now, which is done with boiling water straight from the kettle. Be careful with these guys, because if the jars are particularly cold, and we've had this happen, and you put your boiling water in to sterilise them, you do sometimes get the jar crack. Don't forget the lids, of course, folks, they need to be sterilised too. Okay, so we'll get these sterilised and then we'll come back in a second. I'll show you putting the Piccalilli in. Okay, so now we've sterilised the jars, we now start filling up straight from the pan. I'm using a funnel because it can get very messy, this can. And you basically pack your jars with the mixture. And you have to sort of shake these down a bit, like so. As you can see, that's not quite full up, so we'll fill the jars and then we'll come back and just, if you look at the side there, look, and top that up with the mixture. Okay, and the last step now is to get the little bits of sauce and just top the jar. This is really messy now because you've kind of got to fill it up with the liquid that's left in the pan to fill the gaps, and it sort of runs down. Now, depending on how thick you've done the mix, how fine you have, will depend on how much you need to fill the jars up. So it's just a case of going round, using it all up. If you find you're a bit short on liquid for this, you can always make a bit more of the pickle mix just using the vinegar and the spices, just to make it up, but you shouldn't be too far off. So there you go folks, that's made 7 jars of Hot Piccalilli. Got to leave them now to go cold and label them up and leave them to mature for 4 to 6 weeks, and then they'll be ready to eat. And once open, they'll keep for about 4 weeks in the fridge, because obviously there's no preservatives in there, only the natural goodness. That's how to make Hot Piccalilli, and it could not be easier.